This place is buzzing.
That's right. This venue is a miniature representation of that time known as the era filled with boundless possibilities.
Grab a bottle of Soul Glad and make your dreams a black.
Nameless, your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established. Once, during a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a drink from Mr. The dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next superstars of Penacony. That's the trailblazing spirit. How about you, Miss March?
Hello, everyone! Next up, get ready for the Mega March 7th adventure, where I'm going to break the speed run world record!
Trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging the limits. That's Miss March 7th for you.
I hope that by the end of this journey, everyone will have achieved the outcome that they hoped for.
A wonderful wish. Miss Himiko, what are you expecting from your team?
Safety first, everyone.
Simple words, but full of warmth. Waiting for you are 3 stages, each connected to that era. The first 2 stages offer 2 distinct paths to choose, and in the last stage, you will face off against a champion who has defended the title to this. Those are the rules. Simple.
Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible. March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her. It'd probably be better if the 2 of you paired up.
Fine by me. Let's do it.
All right. I don't have a problem with that.
We'll split into the assigned groups then. Let's not waste time.
Welcome to the first stage of Soul Glad Enterprises' 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, Dream Play Fantasia. In the School of Acting Challenge, you have to complete 3 performances from 3 scripts and move the panel judges. Now, make your choice.
The stage of dreams for those who dare to dream. Welcome to the School of Acting stage.
Competitors, allow me to introduce the rules of this challenge to you. There are 3 stages up ahead. On each, you will find an outline of a script. Your task is to bring those moments to life, find the right words, and also a bit of trivia. The record score for this stage is held by a participant with fiery red hair. His exceptional performance brought...
We are running out of time, so let's get this over with quickly.
Just take a look at this pair! Such star quality. You two, are you ready? Envision that you both, driven by the spirit of exploration, you're driving an old clunker through the wilderness of the dreamscape, braving the cold wind, choking on the dust. Now, Mr. Greyhair, what line would you deliver to express your disappointment in Penacony?
piezo chipper.
Very good. Now, though you're disappointed, your screen partner is conversely very enthusiastic.
This is great! I love living on the wild side!
Very good, very intense. Suddenly, sweet rain falls from the sky. Now, Mr. Greyhair, what line will best express your surprise at this moment? But at this moment, your partner yet gazes into the sky.
Perhaps we were never meant to succeed. Right?
Fantastic! Both of you have an incredibly solid foundation. And up next, you'll be challenged with a body language.
I hope these tests won't take too long.
Here, you two are required to skillfully utilize body language, picking up from where we left off. A heavy downpour saves you both stranded in the desert. At this moment, what should you do to make her laugh?
The test now is about body language.
Right answer! Your companion sees you rolling about in the sand and thinks about the arduous obstacles along this journey.
I'm gonna get back on my feet and keep moving forward.
A tug at the heartstrings! The story continues to develop. You have no choice. The goods you stockpiled at high prices have to be sold at a loss. This... Fantastic! But it's a pity. Your friend does not agree.
I leave Penacony in utter disappointment. Is that okay?
Of course! Absolutely! However, the true test is yet to come. You'll...
Welcome to the final stage. Actually, all the scenarios that you previously encountered were all from the film. Two companions arrive on Penacony with nothing but a dream. Many years later, their paths cross once more in the thriving Penacony. Against the backdrop of a revitalized Penacony, the joy of reunion mixes with the sorrow of fast separation. Give it a shot. Try and convey this bittersweet scene to me.
Is this ever going to end? I know! Why don't you try that clockwork thing you used before?
Your performance is far from satisfactory. I never imagined that such a sad scene could be portrayed.
Huh? But we haven't even done anything! Is his imagination running wild again?
Brilliant! Your portrayal outdoes the original. Beautiful!
We have passed the test. We ought to hurry up. Stellaron is at stake.
both of you for clearing the stage, but more importantly, look at the time! You finished much faster than that red-haired contestant.
That red-haired contestant. Who is that exactly?
You'll find out eventually, but only if you clear the next test first. Well, you have the option to choose gunfire and undergo Brother Hanu's trial. And now, make your choice. Dear friends, welcome to the enchanting universe created by the Watchmaker. It is said that these cartoon characters were inspired by the Watchmaker's own experience. Enter into the world of Hanu via the TV by the entrance and partake in an enchanting and
If it's a gunfire trial, we should be able to settle this with a fight, right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Are we both in control of the...
Very good. Looks like you've got... In this Hanu's Adventure episode, Boss Stone has gathered his battleships for an assault on Dream. Alas, Hanu presently is ill-equipped to fend off the malevolent mischief maker.
Oh, brave Hanu, you look like you could really use some help. Long time no see, Hanu. You look pretty stressed out. How about... Oh, my. Are you telling me that Boss Stone has rallied the villains to see... Listen closely, Hanu. But you know what? You'll have to play an exhilarating round of Dream Jigsaw first, won't you? Now scurry along, Hanu. I can't wait to see you finish the Dream Jig.
Let's stay alert and make sure those monsters don't spot us. Look up there! If we can push that thing down, do you think that would do the trick? Finally, that's all the jigsaw pieces. Let's hurry back.
Hurry now, Hanu. Touch that TV set and transform back into your old self.
Are such haphazard instructions really okay? Disconnecting from that thing so suddenly has left me feeling slightly disoriented. Is that... What exactly is he talking about?
Tick-tock! It's time for me to make an appearance!
Quacky? I can also see him.
In Dreamville, Clocky is everywhere and can do anything! Look. Hanu says, battle! We must do battle! The enemy is at our doorstep, and we have no path of retreat for the future of Dreamville! Touch that suspicious-looking TV right now!
So they just jumped inside that TV. Sheesh. Logic in this plot and dialogue is really being pushed to its limit. Well, here we go again. Ready? I am gradually getting used to this. Huh? Who knows?
Oh, did someone say high-level movies just now? Last we saw, Hanu was preparing for battle. Suddenly, he hears heavy footsteps coming from the hallway, but brave Hanu won't go down without a fight.
But we still don't have any weapons in here.
Guess what? Hanu's favorite bazooka just so happens to be in that store.
What a coincidentally convenient plot. The storage room. It's behind the shelves, right? He wasn't lying. There's actually a bazooka here. Now we should have a way. This thing feels just like the soaring locust too. We've got more company. Here we go again. But no. Should be all of them.
Oh my! Hanu is on a streak! Everyone!
that's that. But it is gonna be hard to let go of this bazooka. Never mind. Let's hurry over to the next stage.
Congratulations to both of you! Oh, you've overcome all obstacles, and in the final stage, you will face the defending champion. Welcome to the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival's third stage in the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises, Super...
Feeling lucky.
Make a wish.
No way. I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
Are you a knight of beauty?
Bear witness to
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
the flesh.
Watch your head.
Memories are ever beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Challenge.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Hedge your bets. It's on me.
Good times. No time to say bye. Boom.
Rise to the challenge. Rise to the challenge.
Free will.
The pledge thy loyalty. Put forth all your might. Rise to the challenge. The flesh.
Another journey begins. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Still waters of oblivion.
The flesh wound. Behold, the symbol of pure. You are fighting a gentleman.
Ill tidings manifest.
Sure, I'll play.
The flesh
Stand still. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Good times. No time to say bye. Boom.
The flesh confess.
Watch your head.
Put forth all your might.
Bad. Memories are For beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We don't have much time. May fate allow us to meet again, Night of Beauty. In that case, let's make our way to the end. Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival. I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you. As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
That's not the point! Don't let him mislead you!
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Miss Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmony Festival that...
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. Do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this nameless would point the spear at me.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire, and...
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron.
Sunday, Robin. I've watched you two grow up, and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, right now, can surely be lauded as their most devout advocates. The magnitude of this matter is enormous, and cannot be taken lightly. Sunday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me, and question me in their stead, so that no lies may be concealed?
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth?
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heavens.
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself, always heeding their admonishments?
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
They have seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced...
Just a moment.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called the god you both mentioned. Are they truly Shipe?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. Such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the Great One?
Perfectly harmonize. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but in the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds, fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn of harmony. Though an eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment.
So this is how it is.
For the sake of our grand cause someday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
What?
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this.
So, this is the true reason I can't sing? The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain order.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone and have been widely observed. Patience is a virtue. However, I won't hold it against you.
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of discussion.
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands, and just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. The strong wield their blades against the weak in the natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity atop.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I've always firmly believed that people can understand one another through peaceful means. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders, so that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and for this stretch of the universe. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps and see once again where this road leads.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world.
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I believe after going through similar predicaments, you'll be able to better understand my thoughts. Let's begin. The first decision. A story about a baby bird. This story happened when Robin and I were very young. We were victims of the Stellaron disaster, and the family's Mr. Gopher Wood later on. Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted a fledgling Charmony dove all on its own. That baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers. We decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, it was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, we would release it back into the wild. Its destiny was determined by our momentary whim. Now, I pass the power of choice to you all. Faced with this situation, what choice would you make? Stick to the original plan and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell, or build a cage for it and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home. I eagerly await your answer. Interesting. Since you've made up your mind, allow me to reveal what fate this choice will bring to the fledgling. From what I've observed, there are at least 3 predators in that yard that prey on small birds. Even if they shy away from humans, these animals are still near apex predators in a fenced location like a yard. As for the choice you made, I am deeply sorry. Now, let us advance to the second decision. This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the dreamscape. He was a dream chaser and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life. He told me, I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune. And after hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, I'd like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels until his inevitable judgment arrives? I look forward to everyone's decisions. Who knows? Perhaps they might even alter the outcome of this tragedy. It seems you, like me, say he never gets caught. He would only die from delirium, should he be apprehended. Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? As to your choice, I once again offer mine, and the story this time is my own. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels, nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing...
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies.
Is she all right?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital. By the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony, it didn't hit any vital arteries. Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be...
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
How could this happen? Miss Robin.
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the harmony's limit. Likewise, I've prepared one last question, one last choice. Because this is merely a figment of imagination, a nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. Would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony? I see. I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise. I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life, and this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract, so allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their souls. And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest of spirit, living a life of dignity This is what it is to live in bliss. Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams. But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all, even when your heart pities them. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak? Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you, just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
What is this place?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know, but I feel a sense of déjà vu. What is this place?
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core is empty. So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha.
I don't know much about dream bubbles, but if you want to figure out what this mansion is, I'll do my best.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. So identifying them is crucial to us. We're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time.
All right, but there are doors all over the place. Which one should we choose?
I guess... maybe this way?